Apache Warrior Senior Class of 2020. When we broke for spring break, none of us knew that we would not be returning to school. It was a shock to everyone, and I know that it was especially a shock to you. You have worked for 13 years to achieve the honor of walking across the stage in a traditional commencement exercise. Yes, it is true and sad that you have missed out on many of the final events and activities of your high school experience. The shutdown has affected the whole world. It will become a part of history books in the future. I want you to know that your teachers, our administration, and all employees within our school feel terrible about the events of this time and how they may have affected you. However, I stress to you that rather than focusing on the negative, I hope that you will focus on the positive and gain strength from everything that you have learned at Apache High School. Ronald Reagan once said, "The future doesn't belong to the faint-hearted, it belongs to the brave." There are none braver than Apache Warriors. Every one of you has the opportunity to pave your own road now as you venture out into the world. The future can be whatever you make of it. You have been given the lessons that you will need to be successful in this world. Your families, your teachers, and other influences in your life have given you these tools. I urge each of you to strive for excellence in everything that you do. Lou Holtz once quoted, "Ability is what you're capable of doing. Motivation determines what you do. Attitude determines how well you do it."
All throughout high school, we're told that these 4 years go by in just the snap of your fingers. I never paid much attention to that until now as I'm writing this speech. Unfortunately, the class of 2020 didn't get to finish making our memories at school or on the field because our year was cut short. Those are our last memories that every senior looks forward to making, but that didn't keep us from moving on with our lives. I would like to thank my family, friends, and teachers for helping me get to this point and pushing me to do the best I could in school. Thank you to my coaches who taught me how to be mentally strong and who showed me what tough love looks like. A special thank you to my teammates, whether it be in softball, basketball, cheer, or even yearbook. I'll miss you guys and all the good times we shared the most. Congratulations, class of 2020. I wish you all the best of luck.
When looking back throughout history, it is clear to see that empires do not evolve overnight. No, they are developed and transformed over time. There is that old saying, Rome was not built in a day. However, it is important to remember that changes can happen in the blink of an eye, and life can take away the results of lifetime achievements. The world is a cruel place. However, even in the most unsympathetic environments, we as people will ascend. Humans have surpassed some of the world's catastrophes the world has seen. We learn from the disaster and take that newfound knowledge to better prepare for the unforeseen future. Apache has shared all the lessons they have learned throughout life with the graduating class, and I am grateful of this liberty, because if it were not for this generosity, I would fear the next step. This town shows that even the strongest people can get broken down, but they will rebuild themselves again and again. I am confident that no matter what life has in store for us, we shall push forward. Small town Apache is like the Roman Empire. It goes through the hardest times, yet it thrives. I am proud to be a descendant of the Smiths, Bybes, and Bowens, because half of my bloodline have made a life in this town when it was first built, and the other half has seen the different struggles in the world. I am also proud to call myself an Apache warrior, because like a warrior, we drive on. So, I would like to once again thank this town and my family for showing me and my classmates what it means to learn, rebuild, and push forward.
I'd like to start off by thanking our Heavenly Father and His Son for getting me to where I am today, and for all the opportunities I had throughout the years. I also like to thank my family for supporting me, and my friends for being there through the highs and lows. This joyful yet sad day marks the beginning of our lives, but also the ending. Most of us won't see each other again as we start our new chapter in our lives. My advice for everyone is smile, be positive, don't dwell on the past, never give up on your dreams, and treasure the moments you have with the people you love. Thank you, and God bless everyone.
Hello,
I'm Maddie, one of the class of 2020's co-valedictorians. I am so grateful to have received this honor, and although I pushed myself to work as hard as possible, my parents as well as my teachers were always there to keep me going. I plan to attend Cameron University in the fall to further my education and become a human resources manager. If I were to give any advice to my fellow classmates, I would tell them to work as hard as possible, but to still make time for themselves in the process. Being successful is an amazing achievement, but to be the best version of yourself and to have strong relationships with the people around you is also important for success. Although this is not traditional, I am grateful we have a school that cares this much for us and our achievements. I wish you all the best, and it has been a lot of fun growing up with you all.
Dear senior class of 2020, when I thought of how my senior year would be, one for the books or a year we will never forget were phrases that came to mind. What an understatement and trueness in both of those phrases. However, not in the way we all had imagined. Most seniors would think the highlights of their year would be senior trips, playing their final ball season, prom, and graduation. Instead, our senior year will forever be remembered as the year of the pandemic, which stripped us of many memories of our final chapter of high school. Thankfully, our years at Apache Public Schools equipped us with the tools needed to overcome, grow, and persevere through such a tragedy. Thank you to my friends, family, teammates, coaches, classmates, and the faculty and staff for making my years as an Apache warrior so memorable. Dear class of 2020, from our very first day of school to our very last, we have been preparing for the day we would walk across that stage and enter the real world. Despite all we have experienced and learned, nothing could have prepared us for the way our paths would part. Unlike the classes before us, we did not get to prepare ourselves for that last day, the last day we would walk the halls of Apache High School. But hey, not many people get to say their senior year went down in history. I'd like to give a huge thank you to my classmates, my friends, the teachers and faculty, and most importantly to my family for pushing me to make it this far. I can honestly say my time at Apache schools was very well spent. It was a great honor to be an Apache warrior.
As Superintendent of Schools, I want to congratulate the senior class of 2020. Because of a unique and unprecedented situation in our world, I understand how disappointed you are with this last and very special year of high school. I want you to know that the ending of this school year does not in any way take away your achievements and your successes that you accomplished these past 13 years. On behalf of the teachers and support staff, we would like to say congratulations on your graduation from Apache High School. Good luck to all as you set forth on a new path in your life. Best wishes.
I want to close by once again telling the senior class of 2020 how proud we are of you. The highlight of my year is always to announce our graduates, and even though this year it is in a very different format, it is my honor to say, Mr. Schneeberger and the Board of Education, after reviewing transcripts, I have determined that each of these students have fulfilled their requirements for graduation. It is my pleasure to present to you the 2020 graduates of Apache High School. God bless and best of luck to all of you.